Hey everybody, Eric Switzer here. Thank you so much for joining us today for this Disney Lorcana Rise of the Floodborn Sealed Showdown. For those of you that don't know, Sealed is a format where you build a deck using sealed packs. The rules are pretty simple. After opening up your packs, either 6 or 8 if you're using a trove, you build a deck of exactly 40 cards. Unlike Constructed, you can use any number of ink colors and any number of copies of the same card. I'm very excited today because TCG lead Joe Parlock and I are going to be opening up a fresh Rise of the Floodborn trove to build our decks. So without further ado, let's move over to the bench, crack open our packs, and see what we have to work with. Okay, so here we are with our brand new Rise of the Floodborn trove. This is Disney Lorcana's newest expansion. We're going to rip off the top here and pull our packs out. There's 8 packs in a trove, as well as a booklet, some deck boxes, some damage counters, and I think that's it. So let's take out our packs, and we're gonna open up 8 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 backwards. Those might be the lucky packs. Okay, let's start cracking and see what we get. Nope, after Merlin we get into our rares. Okay, our first rare is Merlin, good for card draw. Tiana's. And at the end, a holographic, the most diabolical scheme. So here we have a rare, and a rare, and then a holographic, which can be any rarity. 2 packs down, not much heat. Maybe King Louis, so many King Louis and the Queen. I think they've really overprinted King Louis and the Queen because I got a lot of them. I sure got a lot of them. Okay, pack number 4. Radigan. Kronk could be useful. And Rapunzel. Next. Okay, I see a rare. Oh, baby. What a pull. Great for this format, especially great in Constructed. That's actually my 4th beast, so I'm very excited to find that one. And a hollow Floodborn Flynn. Okay. We're doing good. That beast is the most expensive card in the set, aside from the Enchanteds, so which we hope we will find. Not much. Really good for countering evasives here. This could be really good too. This could be really good. That's a bomb. And James. Really useful. Really useful. Okay. Last pack magic. Let's see what happens. Okay. We might do something with this. We might do something with this too. Nice. All right. Let's lay out our cards and see what we got. Okay, so here's all the pulls laid out. This is how I like to do it, separated by cost. 1s here go all the way up to 7s, which were my most expensive cards. I also like to separate the characters from the actions, so you'll see 2 rows for each cost. Characters here, actions here, character, action. What you'll find with Rise of the Floodborn is very few 1-drops, tons of 2s, and not that much removal. So that's going to be really high priority if you have those cards. Now, in Magic the Gathering, in Draft and Sealed, the rule of thumb is an acronym called BREAD, and BREAD very much applies to Lorcana as well. What BREAD is bombs, removal, evasives, aggro, and duds. And if you can kind of prioritize the cards you use in that order, it will help you build a really strong deck. So bombs are going to be those really high impact cards that are going to help you win the game, either because they have giant bodies that can clear the board, they have really strong abilities, they quest for a lot. I also include discard and card draw in that highest priority here. So we would automatically start with things like Beast here, who can be a really strong presence on the board, but can also help you draw cards. This is a really high impact card. Also, Lady Tremaine forces your opponent to banish one of their own characters. That's definitely a bomb. Stuff like that. I would also include Merlin Goat here as a bomb because he just has so much potential for lore. So we'll start by pulling out our bombs. I think Rabbit should also be included just because he gives so much card draw. If we look at our high cost, it's usually easier to find your bombs. I would probably put Gaston in. One thing we want to start considering now, since we've already pulled 3 on Inkable, I like to keep it around 8 max in a 40 card deck. You can go above that if you can justify it, but 8's sort of a safe number. Let's see, what else would we want to put in that we would consider bombs? I think Daisy here for her discard every time she quests is a really good option. I also think that our 3-cost Prince here is a pretty high impact card in this format because there's so little removal. Most people's removal is coming from the first chapter. This card can really help protect your board and give Daisy the opportunity to quest multiple times. And if your opponent runs out of cards and you don't, that's a really good position to be in Constructed, but especially in this sealed format here. So, yeah, and then I will also just go ahead and take almost all of these ones. Just because I have so few, it's pretty easy to be like, okay, so let's just take, some 2/2s and some 1/3s. We'll not take that one, but we will take, actually, we'll take Felicia. For the Rush. Rush is much better in Sealed than it is in Constructed, I find. Okay, so that's most of our bombs. We'll probably dig up some more. Next is our removal, and we don't have much. As I mentioned before, that was going to be a problem. This one can banish villains. That's probably a little too risky. I know that we pulled the Launch, but Launch needs to use an item to remove, and I don't think we have very many of those. I see the Fang Crossbow here, but I don't think we have too many of those. What we do have is Ring the Bell, which can banish a damaged character, so that one's definitely going to go in. We have a second Launch, but again, not too many items. I know we have our Sardine Can here, we have our Dragon Gem, we have our Fang Crossbow, but we're kind of starved for items. Mouse Armor here, that could work. But I don't think that that's going to be strong enough. So not a ton of removal. Then we have our evasive. So I would have liked to have a Ray. A 5-cost Ray is a really good card here, but at least we have this one. I did not see too much other removal, which is going to be a bit of a problem for us. Here's an evasive. I said removal, I meant evasive. Yeah, I don't think we had too much other evasive at all, which could set us back. Here's one. We'll take that, and that might be about it. So yeah, next would be our aggro. Our aggro are going to be like our cheap cards that quest for a lot. So like 2-drops that quest for 2 are really good for this. Sleepy's not great just because he starts exerted. We do have the Jiminy evasive, so we'll go ahead and take that just because it is evasive, which means that we can put in our 2-cost Pinocchio. I think this Pinocchio is really great for Sealed because it forces an opponent to exert. It also combos with our Jiminy, so we'll go ahead and put that in. Duke, this is definitely an aggro card, right? He's got Ward, he quests for 2. We have another Jiminy, so a little more evasive. The Queen of Hearts, another 2-cost that quests for 2. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to chosen, damaged opposing. Not great, but we can use it for the aggro. I definitely will include Bounce, which is kind of soft removal, but it can help us take the board. I definitely want to include Madam M. Fox, just a great rush card. Just going through, just looking for anything that seems like it'll be kind of high impact. I think it's good to include a magic broom here. Will help us do a nice favorable trade the turn that it's played. I don't really love what 3s we have here. We could take a Tiana because we don't have a lot of card draw. We could also take a Donald to help us with card draw. Of course, that's going to help them draw cards too, but at least the advantage here is you draw 2 cards on your turn, right? You both get the same amount of cards, but you get to draw them first. So I think that's actually can be pretty good in this situation here. Mulan's going to help us draw songs. We don't really have the songs for that. I think Beast is great here for the ping damage. That's always going to be useful. I think we will play Namari for the removal. I think we need to lean on the removal we have since we have so little draw, so few evasives. I think Joe's going to be in good shape. Since we have so few evasives, we want to include Li Shang here to help make our characters evasive to combat him if he has a lot. Going through the rest of our 5s, maybe we'll take another one just to ensure that we get it. I think Happy's a really strong 5 cost. He's got support, he quests for 2. I think we'll take him in this situation. Normally, I would never play King Louis, but we'll take it here. He's inkable. He's got a big old body. Pabby, quest for 3. I like Pabby a lot. We have like no healing, so you're not going to get your bonus lore off of it. It does quest for 3. We're going to set that aside just for now because it is uninkable. We'll see what we can do. We definitely want to take Kronk. Kronk isn't super playable in Constructed because he's basically kind of just a worse Tinkerbell Giant Fairy. But here he's going to be really useful. So let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. So we're at 30 right now, which means we got to take 10 cards that we really don't want to fill out our deck. So we're going to try to pick the 10 most valuable cards here. I think Radigan might be pretty useful here to help us trade something on the board. So we'll take that. We need 9 more. I think we'll take Strength of the Raging Fire, which will be a little bit more removal for us if we can get some stuff on the board. I'm not seeing anything else that's really high impact here. Charge could be something where it looks like our deck is going to be geared towards board control, so we want to keep that in mind. So something like Basil with support here we could use. We don't really have enough dwarves to make use of Snow White. The Mim has good value. I think we will put her in, right? So we need that's 7 more. That can help us with evasives. I think Hey Hey is really strong here. Yeah, Hey Hey ensures we always have something to play. So now we need 6 more. We didn't really get any Floodborn to shift into, which is surprising. There's a lot more Floodborn in this set. You can see my pals are starting to get messy here, but we're almost done. Doc, I think Doc is quite good. That will help us cheat something out. So we'll put him in. I think that means we need 5 more. These do let us draw a card when they're played, and they're inkable. So we'll go ahead and put those in. Now we just need 3. So I think between these two, we might just take them both, even though they kind of work against each other. I don't like that Tiana's uninkable, and I think we'll have to do a count to see how many uninkable we have. We might just be better off putting in some of these vanilla 5-drops just because they're large bodies. They quest for 2. Rapunzel does give us some healing. So I think we will take Rapunzel here. We didn't get the small Rapunzel, but that's okay. I think we will still play that just for a little bit of healing. We're going to try to be a little tricksy here. Okay, so I'll put Donald in. We can ink him if it's not going to work out. And maybe just another Happy, and we'll lay this out so we can see what we chose. Okay, so here is our deck. Let's talk a little bit about it before we get into the game. There's some things that I really like about it, and I think that there's some aspects we're going to struggle with. First of all, we have weighted towards our 4 and 5, and I think that's a really good way to build in Sealed. You want to have the most 4s and 5s. We have a lot of 2s too, but they're all pretty useful. There's some evasives in there. There's some nice aggro cards in there. There's just a lot of 2s in the set, so it can't be avoided. I know that our removal isn't great. We do have our Lady Tremaine, we have our Ring the Bell, we have our Bounce, but we're going to be fighting for the board a lot. We have some Rush, we have some Reckless. The problem is that when you fight for board, you put yourself on the back foot because your opponent gets to quest and then you respond. So while they're earning points, you're using your card to clear the board. If you can stabilize by turns 5, 6, 7-ish, you can turn it around. But if you're constantly just trying to clear the board while they quest, that's going to cost you the game. I think that our uninkable ratio is pretty good. We ended up with 8, which is about as much as I'd want to put in. None of them are singable, unfortunately, but, Merlin lets us draw a card, so that's good. We have an evasive. Radigan can be pretty high impact if we play it at the right time. This draws a card. This is removal. This is semi-removal. This is going to exert something. And then this is just an aggro card. The Queen's really the only one I would switch out, but I'm okay with having 8. Other than that, I would have really liked to see more evasives. Our evasives are all pretty easily thwarted. We've got a couple Jiminy's. We've got our Radigan, who is a one-shot. So that's going to be a problem for these pingers like Beast. But we'll see if he can survive. Other than that, I think that our top end has a lot of really strong players in it. I think Kronk's actually going to do a lot of work for us. And I think Li Shang can really help. If they have some evasives, we'll be able to run, our big hitters into them. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And that's about all I want to say. Deck looks good. I'm pretty happy about it. I'd love to hear what choices you would have made. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments which cards you would have used if you would have built different from me. Now let's jump over to Joe's Trove. We'll see what he opened in his packs and how he builds his deck.
Hello. I'm Joe Parlock, tabletop editor for TheGamer. And as Eric has explained, we're doing a Lorcana Rise of the Floodborn sealed game. Just so everyone's aware, I am the underdog in this. Eric will completely demolish me. I've played Magic Sealed. I know the theory behind playing Lorcana Sealed. I've never actually done it. So, I'm the underdog, and as everyone knows, the underdog should always win, and everyone loves the underdog, so you've all got to love me. So, we agreed on a 35-minute timer to open the packs, make the deck, and we're going to go at it. So 3, 2, 1, start. So the plan is we're just going to open them, we're going to see what themes we've got and take it from there. So we've got Jiminy Cricket. So we'll put that in the middle. Lumiere is our rare. Hot-Headed Candelabra. 7/7 for 7. Very expensive, but good stats. Put it there for now. Strength of a Raging Fire. Deal damage to a chosen character equal to the number of characters you have in play. Yeah, we'll put that in the good pile. Chip the Teacup. Gentle Soul. Foil. It's a 1 and it's a 2/2, so that's decently costed. Got that. Let's say that's a pass. Noi Orphaned Thief. While you have an item in play, this character gains Resist 1 and Ward. Resist 1 is good. Resist in general is absolutely fantastic, so that's going up there. Peter Pan's Shadow. Evasive and Rush. Other characters with Rush gain Evasive. So we'll put that in there. Perplexing Signposts. That one's good. That one... Yeah, I like that one. The Queen Disguised Peddler. Exert it. Choose and discard a character card. Gain lore equal to the discarded character's lore value. Absolutely yes. Queen of Hearts, Capricious Monarch. Whenever an opposing character is banished, you may ready this character. And it's foils, that's nice. That could be good for us, so we'll go with that. I'll say put it there. Hey, Pete! Pete's one that I really wanted. Your opponent can't. It's got ward. Whenever you play an action, it gets +2 power, strength. Sorry. When it has 7 strength or more, it gets +2 lore value. It's not. It takes a lot of work to get going, but it's Pete, and I love it. So he's going in. Whenever you play a Floodborn character, it's ramp. But really, how many Floodborn characters am I going to be playing? Pick a fight with Wreck-It Ralph. I'm surprised we saw Ralph this quickly. Chosen character can challenge ready characters this turn. That is a good. That is a bomb. When you play this character, each opponent chooses a card and discards it. Each opponent chooses and discards either 2 cards or 1 action card. But it's a 5 uninkable for 2/2. It's not brilliant. Dragon Gem. Return a character card with support from your discard to your hand. We'll put this one over here for now, but if we find that we're getting more support stuff, we may bump it up. Oh yeah. Little John. Love Little John. 6/6 for 6. I think he comes under the same rules as Ratigan and P, where I just love the characters, so he gets a chance. Ooh! Ooh, okay, that's a big one. Beast Tragic Hero. If this character has no damage, you draw a card, otherwise he gets +4. Yes! We'll put that in. Oh, you said no to Mulan. Beast is a big pull. Yeah. Sleepy Flute. If you played a song this turn, gain 1 lore. That's really good for steel song decks, which are most inconstructed. They're mostly amber and steel. All about playing lots of songs. And then you could just use this to gain 1 lore. For us, we do have spells actually. Songs, sorry. So we'll put that in the maybe. Dinner Bell. Yes, nice big card draw, but you do have to sacrifice a character in exchange. Though, probably not. When you play this character and when he leaves play, you may draw a card. If we end up going bouncy, perhaps. Cinderella's Stout-Hearted. Shift 5, resist 2. When you play a song, this character may challenge ready characters this turn. Yeah, that's a bomb. That's a big old bomb. That was all our packs. Yeah, it was. Right. So, let's see what we got in this pile first, just to see. We've got quite a few songs, or quite a few actions, because songs count as actions for stuff like Maybe play a song. Yeah, I think we're going for an action focus. Okay, yeah, we're gonna look at actions, mainly because of Cinderella. But let's just see what other characters we've got that care about actions. Yeah, there's Pete, Donald Duck. Jiminy Cricket probably won't end up getting used just because we don't have a Pinocchio to synergise with it. Look through this. We didn't get any Porpsicles, so Nick Wilde's out. Tigger. We have got villains. So that's a potential. I think this is the way to go. So let's just see what actions we've got in the bomb pile. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, look at all these actions we singled out as being good. So we're going for the Lorcana equivalent of Spellslinger decks. Action. Action. I do think Daisy Duck is probably a good one to include, just because it destroys their hand. And if we can... The thing is, the big thing that this is going to struggle with is if he goes wide. If he tries to get as many characters out as possible. If I'm playing actions over playing characters, I'm going to fall behind. So if I've got ways to stop him from getting the resources. So I think Daisy Duck is an include. We've got songs, so we'll get Sleepy Flute in there. Do I include Ratigan? We've got stuff that cares about villains. But he's very expensive. No, we don't include Ratigan, I don't think. We do include Sardine Cam. And Perplexing Signpost. Cinderella, just so we can shift bigger Cinderella onto it. The thing with Sardine Can is it's 4, but it means they can't be chosen for... They can still be chosen... No, we won't include the Sardine Can. We will include the Cinderellas. The Queen, definitely, because we've got stuff like... If we can discard Cinderella with the Queen, that is big. Yeah, so we'll put Flynn in. I think Boone? Yeah, I think Boone. Resist 1 and Ward. Gaston can sing stuff. Okay, I think now that we know the theme, we can sort of put all the piles together. Just being like I said at the start, I'm more a Magic limited player. I'm just as all over the place as this. So 3. Put the non-inks down there. 3, 2. We've got an all... Well, for starters, we do definitely need to cut some of these non-inkables. 3, 7, 28. So we need another 12 cards. We might be able to... So what we definitely need is look less at the higher end now. Start looking at small stuff that's just generically good. And if there's any actions I missed. I did just sort of scoop up all the actions and chuck them in. But also we've got 5 minutes left. Yeah, we'll put another broom in. Put another fidget in. What are we looking at for lore production? Quite a decent amount. I keep looking at Queen of Hearts, thinking, but it's not inkable, and the problem is I've already got a lot of non-inkies. Yeah, Tiana's probably a good early. Jiminy Cricket, evasive. Yeah, Jiminy Cricket with evasive. Like, we don't have anything that synergizes with it. And having one of those probably opens up including Royal Vizier. Not Royal Vizier, sorry, Dreadnought. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 9, 40, 41. So we've got to get rid of one thing. I think Jafar is the thing we get rid of. I know we've just put that in. That is 40. I don't have to sleeve it all up in. But yeah, I think... I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm the underdog, so if I don't win, then you'll have to be really sorry for me. And you have to leave comments saying I was robbed. And you have to tell Eric how mean he was to beat me. But, yeah, we got Pete in there. I love Pete. Again, like, Pete, Rattigan, Prince John, favourite Disney villains. We got Beast in there, that's a big one. I don't think Beast really fits in this deck, but he does something. I think Daisy Duck might be the secret winner of this. I think Daisy Duck, and then using the Queen as a good finisher, especially if I can throw Cinderella at it. Because that's gaining 3. Or I can just do it and discard the little cheaper ones that aren't doing much. So we've got 5 seconds left. This is going to go badly. Time. But we have a deck. I feel like I am going to the slaughter. My hours are numbered. Time is running out for me. Wish me luck.
Welcome to the dojo, Joe.
Hello. I'm ready to get absolutely thrashed.
Are you ready to die today?
Oh god. You've done Sealed Lorcana before, right?
Ha! Have I done Sealed Lorcana?
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, without further ado then, let's get into our Sealed Showdown. Shall we high roll?
Yeah, go for it. Like, the official rule is it's whoever's seen a Disney film most recently, isn't it?
I think you're right.
20.
All right. Will you go first or second?
I will go first.
Would you like to cut?
Take the single top card.
Top card on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like you to put everything except the bottom card.
So put the bottom card on the top.
There you go. 7 cards. We all know the rules. I'm playing with my beautiful Mickey. What is it? Mickey best friend.
Oh, Mickey. True friend? Faithful friend?
True friend, I think.
Something like that. Something friend. I've just got good old fashioned dragon shields. I was about to just show the camera my hand then.
Yeah, I was about to say, what occurs to me is that our viewers aren't going to be able to see our hands. Because
okay, I'm not looking at the screen right now if you want to show yours.
Do yours at the same time, and I'm not looking.
Okay, both of us close our eyes. Interesting. Okay, my hand is away.
I'm gonna draw 4.
Ooh, okay. So I will keep this hand.
I'm trying to get this to catch on. I like to use these Doorables as card protectors.
I got it from Command Fest. It's a little D20
Nice.
holding snail.
Like that. Plays on you. Good luck.
Okie dokie. I will ink hold still. And I will use that to play Felicia. And go ahead.
Picking up a card. I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink. Go the distance.
Nice.
And I'm going to play this owl. Your turn.
I'm going to ink Snow White. And I'm going to 2 for... Not that, that's a different card. For Perplexing Signposts.
Perplexing signpost. Very good.
And I can't do anything after that, so go ahead.
Okay. Then we will... I think we will ink our Jiminy Cricket. We'll spend 2 for the Duke of Weaselton. And we will quest for 1. To 1 point.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Your turn.
Ready, set, draw. I will ink Fidget.
A very Great Mouse Detective focused deck you got there.
I know, right? And then is it 3 to play another Fidget. And then I have to challenge Owl with Felicia.
Indeed you do.
And when I do, Felicia will get banished. And that is it.
Great. I'm picking up a card. Okay. I'm going to quest for 2. I'm going to ink this King Louis. Card I probably should not have put in the deck. I'll spend 3 for Madame Mim. I'll pick up the Duke.
Nice.
Your turn.
Oh, he's bouncing.
A bouncy boy.
Ready, set, draw. Oh. How big is Mim?
Mim is a 4/3.
4/3. Okay, I'm going to not 3, so I'm going to exert that to sing Let the Storm Rage On and deal 2 damage to it.
1, 2.
And I also draw a card.
You do.
I will then 2 ink to play Cinderella Knight in Training. When I play it, I can draw and then discard.
Yes.
I will discard Pick a Fight. And I will ink Jiminy Cricket. Oh, I can go away now. And that is it. Go ahead. I'm not doing very well on the questing bit.
Well, you've got 2 on the board. And that's not nothing.
That isn't nothing.
Apropos of nothing, how many cards are in your hand?
2.
I'm trying to get in the habit of just asking that for no reason, you know?
In Magic, there was a big old scandal ages ago where somebody... basically the equivalent of asking if someone had cards in hand. They waited until the player thought they were going to take damage, picked up their pen, so that the other player thought they were writing down how much damage they got, and then just did something that completely blew up the board. And managed to coax them into swinging just by picking up a pen, and it was glorious.
That's very good. Okay, I'm going to ink the Duke. His job is done. And I'm going to spend 4 and play Flynn Rider, his
Mr.
own
Buddy.
biggest fan.
Oh, nice.
And I will pass to you.
Okay. Oh, ready, set, draw. I will ink Daisy Duck.
Mhm.
This is. I'm going to pay 5. This is the card that I was most excited to show you.
Oh boy.
I'm going to play Beast Tragic Hero.
Very good pull.
I know, right? And then I'm going to quest for 1 with Fidget. The stale pushes the dice so it doesn't show on the camera.
And you have 1.
I have 1 at the moment.
Great.
And how big's Flynn?
He quests for 4. He's a 2/3, but he loses 1 lore for each card in your hand.
Right.
And you have how many cards?
1 at the moment.
Great.
And
Lovely, even.
that is all I'm going to do. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. That
Okay.
Beast is at the start of the turn, not the end.
Ready, set,
I'm
draw.
going to get cards.
Okay. We're going to ink Li Shang. And we're going to spend 3 for the prince.
Nice.
And then we're going to quest for 4.
Oof.
Because you have 1 card, right?
Yes.
That puts me to 7. Your turn.
That's a lot of lore. Okay. Ready, set. At the start of my turn, Beast has no damage, so I draw a card.
That's right.
And then draw for turn. I will ink Jafar.
Mhm.
And then I will pay 3 for Magic Broom. When I do that, I'm going to give Beast. No, I'm going to give Fidget resist 1.
Okay.
And I don't think that won't save him, I don't think, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to fight Flynn with... I'm going to challenge Flynn,
So
sorry.
the prince has bodyguard.
Oh, the prince has bodyguard. How big's the prince?
He's a 1/3, but he has a resist of +1.
Okay, yes, I'm going to challenge Fidget. So that'll be 2 damage.
That'll be 2 damage.
And it won't be any damage to Fidget because of the resist.
Yes.
I'm also going to challenge the prince with Cinderella.
Okay.
That is it.
Great.
That's a lot. That's a lot of lore you're getting, and I'm still on 1.
Drawing a card. We're going to ink the queen. We're going to spend 6 for Kronk.
Nice.
How many cards in hand? 1?
1.
Flynn will quest for 3. 3. I think I'll challenge Cinderella with Mim here.
Okie dokie.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, ready. No damage on Beast, so I'll draw 1, and then I'll draw another 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Is that fun? That feels fun to me. Yeah. I'm going to pay 5 for another card that isn't Beast big, but I'm very excited about just because I love him. 5 for Pete.
Oh, very nice.
And then going to I'm going... Crunk hasn't got bodyguard, has he?
Kronk does not have bodyguard. He has resist 1, and when he banishes something, he deals 2 damage to something else.
Right. I'm going to challenge Flynn with Magic Broom.
I'll remind you he has evasive.
Oh, of course he does. I'm going to challenge Flynn with Fidget then.
Fair enough. I think
Trying to
Flynn
evade
did the
me.
work.
He really did. I'm then going to... no, I'm not going to do that. No. I am... Yeah, I'm going to quest with Beast for 2. And I'll quest with Magic Broom for 1.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Great. 6 ink, picking up a card. Oh. I think I will spend 5. For
Hey!
Hey. I will challenge your broom with Kronk.
Yep.
I will put 2 damage on your beast.
Cool.
Kronk will take 1 from the broom, right? He does 2?
Yes.
Okay. And I will pass to you.
I'm ready. Beast will get +4
Yes.
strength. So he hits as a 7, and then I draw. Pay 3 for Let the Storm Rage On. I'm going to do 2 to Kronk.
So that'll only do 1 to Kronk. 'Cause he has
Yes.
resist. Okay.
And then I'll draw a card. And when I do that, because it's an action, Pete gets +2.
Ah, I see what's happening.
I'll then pay 2 for Pick a Fight.
No.
I'm going to choose Beast. When I do that, Pete's going to get another +2, so now he's up at 7.
Oh,
And
no.
when he's at 7, he gets +2 Law. And also 1 for Felicia, just because. I'm then going to challenge your beast with my beast,
Right.
which will kill both of them. I'm then going to quest for 4 with Pete. Going up to 8.
What a turn.
And that is it.
Pretty good, though. You probably
Pretty
should have held
decent.
that. Probably should have held the Felicia because Kronk kills them both now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. I could pretend that I have a really clever answer to that, but
Spending 4 for the goat of the game. That's 1 lore for me. Up to 11. I will challenge Pete. Taking 2, right? He's a 3/4, right?
yes.
Taking 2. Kronk lives, and then 2 damage to Felicia.
Yep.
What a beast Kronk is.
Yeah. Don't know that.
And then I will spend 2 for Mim, and I will pick up Kronk.
Oof. Okay.
Your turn.
Oh, ready. Set draw. I will. I'm going to banish Perplexing Signposts to get Beast back to my hand.
What does Signpost do?
Banish this item, return... Oh, it's from the board, not from the discard. I'm an idiot. I know how to read cards.
I was about to say, I was like, wait,
Yeah,
should I be playing that card?
Oh god, I've spent this entire game thinking, yeah, this will get it back out the discard. Oh, bum. Okay, that's that entire plan gone. That card's not as good as I thought it was then.
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
Very good.
Okay, I'll play 1 for Flynn. And I guess, just so I've got things on board, 3 for Gaston.
Okay.
I have no cards in hand, so go ahead.
All right. Let's reset my ink here. Picking up a card. Oh, that's fun. Shall I do something fun? Is Gaston a 3? He's a 3/3?
He's a 3/3.
Okay. So I haven't used this card. I'm just going to make sure I'm doing this right.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess up what a card does. That'd be embarrassing.
Okay, I quest with Mim for 1. That's to 12.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 5 for your favorite, Radigan, a very large...
Ah, my boy!
Radigan will exert Gaston.
Cool.
And ready Mim.
Right.
And then Mim will challenge Gaston.
Oh, okay. So, 3 damage.
And then Merlin will quest for 1.
Nice.
Your turn.
I can't even be mad because it's Radigan.
Can't be mad at Radigan. I gotta say, it's not looking great for you right now, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to banish Signposts.
Yes.
To return Flynn to my hand, because that's what this card does.
Very good.
I'm then going to ink Flynn.
Quest with him first before you do that?
I've done it now, so... But, oh, maybe Joe's... Like, everyone watching this could be like, oh, maybe Joe's actually an idiot and doesn't know how to play Lorcana.
Listen, Joe plays a lot of games, and they all have slightly, but sort of the same rules.
Yeah, they all work ever annoyingly different. I can't tribute summon anything in Lorcana. I'm going to pay 7. 4, 5, 6...
7?
7 for Cinderella Stout-Hearted.
Very good. Looks like Signpost worked out.
It did, right? Oh, maybe it's a good card after all. Maybe I'm a genius. And no cards in hand, so go for it.
Great. Reset my ink. Ready my characters. Draw my card.
God, if only I didn't get rid of most of my songs by doing that Pete play.
You did. That was a lot of cards to get 3 lore. It was cool that you pulled it off.
It was 4 lore, to be fair.
Right. Okay.
Like, that 1 lore makes all the difference.
Okay, so Cinderella's a 5/5. She has 2 resist.
Yes.
And she can, when you play a song, she can challenge a ready character. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we will...
Not get rid of it?
Our 6 and get our Kronk back. And then I think we will quest for 3 to 16.
Oof.
Your turn.
You've got the win on the board next turn, haven't you?
I do.
So basically, draw a song.
So I've got 2 here, 2 here, and 1 here. So you'll have to take out
2 things.
2 things.
With 1 card.
Or no, you just have to take out Radigan. My mistake, because I'm at 16. Just Radigan.
Okay, I'm going to play 2. Oh, that doesn't even work, so I have to discard it. Oh! Oh!
The agony.
Okay, well, just because it's the only thing I can do, and it is kind of funny. Cinderella. When I play this character, I can draw a card.
Yes.
I then choose and discard a card.
Yes.
It is the only card I have in my hand, and it's most diabolical scheme.
That's banish one of your villains to banish another card?
Yeah, all my many villains. How big's Ratigan?
3/3.
Oh, okay. I will challenge Ratigan with Cinderella.
Cinderella will take 1.
Cool. And That is it.
Great. Cinderella is very tanky. Very tanky.
Yeah, Cinderella's beefy. Which isn't a sentence you'd expect to be saying before Lorcana.
Okay. I'm going to quest with Kronk for 2.
Yep.
I'm going to play Go the Distance to ready him and draw a card. That's 2. Oh, if only I had one more ink. I could have done something very funny. I will play 2 for this queen. She does 1 damage to a character who is damaged, but Cinderella would resist that.
Yeah.
I will throw Merlin into Cinderella for 2 damage and Kronk into her for 2 more, which deals an additional 2 damage to your other Cinderella, and they all vanish. And then I will pass.
Does Go the Distance stop you from questing again with them?
Yes.
I'll draw. Oh, look, it's you. You'd have been really helpful a little bit ago. 3 for fidget.
Right.
Like, not anything. Go ahead. I wonder what you're going to do.
Well, I'm going to pick up a card. I'm going to spend 6 for Lady Tremaine. Banish one of your characters. And then I'll
Which
quest
one?
for 2. And that's 20.
That is 20. Wow.
Great game, my friend. You should play some Sealed. I really enjoy it. I think it's such a cool way to see all the new cards, play with cards that are otherwise never going to get seen, like signposts, like confusing signposts.
Yeah.
And it puts everybody on a kind of an even playing field.
I like that. I like that for Lorcana. You're allowed to use all 6 inks.
Yeah.
So the decks are completely different to anything you play in Constructed.
Completely different.
It's very mid-rangey. It's very, you do just sort of play a pile of the good stuff. But, I think at the moment where Lorcana is so new and so sort of, it's still finding its footing sort of power level-wise, that still ends up with fun games.
Yeah, and, the card pool is still really small with just 408, and we're seeing, the same decks are dominant. The Steel Song deck, the Ruby Amethyst control deck that were good before are still the top decks. Now we have this other control deck, the Ruby Sapphire, and if you're playing a lot of locals, you're going to see the same decks over and over. And it's really fun to play Sealed and never know what card's going to get played next.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thanks for playing. Thanks for losing. I do enjoy winning.
So we'll say for Rise of the Floodborn, you are the current Lorcana champion. For set 3, I will kick your ass and I will become the set 3 champion.
I accept your challenge, and yes, we'll be back for chapter 3. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was our Sealed Showdown. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and visit us at thegamer.com. That's TheGamer, no space.